the Fusel Blade minimum to be able to fight. And after that, just a matter of, alright, let's get stats, let's maybe get an axe, which is super useful in my opinion, but he can turn in late game into this hero that's impossible to deal with, because at that point, clear from the Morana and Nyx Assassin might not be enough to actually lock him down and kill him when he's...
I expect Morana's going to pick up a Maelstrom or but they also have this combination with the Ember Spirit's not that bad against PL. It kind of goes both ways. PL with a Diffusal Blade can take off Ember's mana or his Flame Guard, then kind of drain his mana out if he doesn't have a Remnant out. Even if he does have a Remnant up, he can, or not up, but off cooldown, and he can use it, he'll be slowed heavily by the Diffusal Blade. So it'll be hard for him to run. So it's in terms of the matchup between PL and Ember Spirit, it depends how what each player does, because it can go both ways. Like Ember Spirit can knock out a PL, and a PL can knock out depends on that. I do like this pickup from HellRaisers for the TA. It's really good against Clockwork. It'll stop out a lot of their damage. In the mid lane, if Oliver is going mid against the TA, it's a lure. The Flame Guard and the chains are good against cover refractions, but Ember Spirit is a low armor hero, and TA can definitely take advantage of that.
Yep. And
she is kind of a in terms of the late game a Bloodthorn carrier, so she can silence him out. And
well, these two teams have already shown that the lanes can be a bit wonky. Before we get to the game, once again, short message from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Bambo. He's speaking what I'm thinking. Can we get rid of these pauses? But looks like we're ready to go. It's not actually 0 seconds because we're 4 seconds into the game already. But...
let's try to call out the sponsors here.
Oh my god, I hate all of them right now. We were gonna talk about lanes, right? HellRaisers is pretty straightforward, I think. But Penta, they were... yeah. Yeah, I guess Penta with Oliver, he does have the improvement shield. Will he go mid with that, or will Nine go mid, because he also has mid items?
See, it's confusing you.
It's really confusing.
It's, I really like this strategy.
Yeah, Penta's the team that showed us that they don't give a damn about how Dota's played right now, they're just gonna play their own shit.
No, I think it's a legitimate strategy. It doesn't have to be played that way. In fact, doing this gives you a little bit of an advantage because it makes it unclear to the enemies what you're going to do, so it makes it difficult to respond to it properly. So, I think this is like a... So, a lot of the time, we have, in Dota we have players playing each role, and players that play specific heroes. Everybody's stronger and weaker at different things. It's just how it is. They solved Dota. Alright. So, how can the enemies know?
Makes sense now.
How can the enemies know what they're doing if they don't know what they're doing?
That's a good question. Maybe by scouting people out. Milan is there, does have the warp, places it down, but... well, I think Armin might have figured out what's going on there, if he saw it. Might not know exactly where it's at. Oh yeah, they're picking it out.
30 seconds to battle.
Yep.
The battle begins.
I didn't know that.
So some around no early first bloods, but the division advantage for Team Penta. Oliver with the share tangos going mid. So how do you see these lanes work out, especially with the Earthshaker factor being in a roaming position?
I'm with Penta. I'm with Penta.
Conflict.
I'm with Penta here.
Well, bottom lane's
Bimbo.
off to a good start with the vision block. Oh god. I was just gonna say J4 doing a good job just using that Q to do some harassment, but looks like the assassin DNZ is matching that aggression, forcing out a lot of that region early on. So it's a bit of an explosive lane as long as it's 2v2.
Careful what you
Yeah.
say.
I guess we'll see how. I guess it's pretty big here how many side blade hits the PA gets off on these enemies here, or whether or not Penta's able to dodge them.
Yep.
If they can force all of Ember's regen out of him before he gets his bottle, or like start to damage him a little bit more really quickly, force him to use that salve, he's gonna have to stay back. He's not gonna get any
What the
far
thought?
into
Bottom
this
lane.
PA.
Armen, actually 4 stacks. Bambo's diving into tower for it. He's gonna get the first blood, but what cost 9? Should be able to get this kill with the help of the tower. It's gonna be shared between Armen and Bambo, so who's coming out ahead here? The Batroider player again, 3rd time in a row.
And yeah.
Death and gold are linked.
Oh yeah. At the same time, like, if he's up for man fighting, he does have stout shield, does have fire armor to work with. The Boogie has to be a bit careful about engaging into this. Oh, the arrow actually has an Earthshaker. That's a long range one. DNZ is there with a DD rune, doesn't even have to throw it. It's stun. It's gonna give the kill to 9 with the body
It
blocks.
was not love, but skill.
That's,
No use
goes a
wasting
long
mana.
way salvaging this bottom lane, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
We say no. Out of my way!
Easy creep farming. Yeah.
Our things.
Don't mind if I do.
Which
know.
team? He's not you continue. You go, Foxy. All you. Yeah, really impressive by Oliver.
Yeah. Takes a lot of damage, but still has a self available. It's absolutely fine. I would open Venom on a Clockwork.
Yes.
Can't say I've seen it before. Especially in a laning situation. Yeah.
Also, the Orb of Venom will stay applied to Phantom Lancer after he uses double gainer. So you figure out which one it is.
Oh
So
wow.
that-
I did not know that. Oh, misses the block. Basically, gets the double water. Double gainer. Bottom lane, look at this though, 9. He still has stick charges to work with. Maybe for a bit of a turnaround play with the Starstorm. Milan doing
Uh,
an
Mac-
F.
I'm gonna correct myself. Orb of Venom is now dispellable.
Okay, Boogie, well, got the cogs off, so you'll be fine. And extra money for one of the illusions. I don't know.
What's the thing?
Armin? Should be, yeah, with the pipeline on top of him now. The arrow comes through, but 9. This has a starfall, but it also needs to hold on to a bit of mana for leap. But Stick Shot as well helping that. The stun onto Earthshaker, but we want to get the Bat Rider first, and they do with the last bit of mana burn damage. Teaching him his place in this lane a little bit.
Oh my.
Oh, Milan. That was a smoker from our men in DNZ, just running straight into that one, TPing out after the stun, and he's tanky enough. Should be able to stand that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
I want to say the reason for that was that in the past illusions did not give damage block, but I think they changed that. Yeah, you can see that they just got damage block from the scout shield at the top. So I think it applies to all of them now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, Bambo. Looking at 9, getting the solo kill. DNZ, what's he doing? He's in trouble. The Shanes will connect on top of the Assassin. Slow has followed Milan also. He'll be the one taking that kill eventually with the walkout into an enchant totem. That's slow enough to set that up for him. So 1-for-1 trade across the map. So yeah, looking at this early game, who do you think is coming out ahead so far? What the top lane, Boogie. 33 doesn't have doppelganger available. They can run him down, Boogie, with a battery assault, not shining up just until just now. The Jukes and Jives inside the trees, DNZ keeping tabs on him, but now 33 bought enough time for J4 to come through. That'll be the end of it. Man, that could have been a great kill.
Might see a great kill happen at bottom though.
Maybe 9 does have to leave Starfall available. I'm going to flip this time.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Death and good.
Radiant are scanning.
Mine.
Yep. Does he always build drums before Blink? Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Denied.
Oh.
That was a burn.
Yeah,
Don't know if you want to go on Milan, of all people. Not without help anyway.
No, he definitely does not get that Ember Spirit. Though the Ember Spirit needs to get those Null Talismans over to himself to tank up a little bit more and have more mana. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna look for a kill in the bottom lane with Smoke of Deceit. But I think they get punished for this by 9. No, 9 doesn't have enough mana.
Yeah, this is a couple of stick charges, last bottle charge coming through, but they're wrapping all the way around. Might be a tough situation, especially with the TP in 33. Can provide a little bit of extra, but it did use third lantern now. Well, Armen can still burn him down
Top
easily.
tower is under attack.
And we'll be able to survive for now with the lead. D&D make rotation here. Oh, the side is not enough to set up the stun, and now the lockdown from the lasso. 33 with another good lance available. Double kill for Frank Bambo actually. So not quite the way that Penta thought this was gonna go down. With that rotation. Meanwhile, mid though, Oliver.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'll be a bit
is
careful.
under attack.
Yeah. Is he gonna buy Radiance again this game, do you think?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Moonlight Shadow, maybe they thought that HellRaisers was gonna go on them. On bottom, but well, not gonna turn into anything.
You know, the Moonlight Shadow up, but obviously players notice when the
Radiant's bottom
hero
tower
has the thing over its head
denied.
when there's Moran on the map. They just get
I also
back.
didn't play in sight, but 33 over Sting is welcome here. Great kill. Also got the tower deny, so hey. Penta stabilizing down here in the bottom lane. Again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right now, HellRaisers aren't in a very good spot. This Ember Spirit's pretty much just been free farming the mid lane all game. He has his Veil of Discord now, but if he manages to get his Boots of Travel as well, he's just going to be able to head wherever he wants on the map and like take kills and like secure so much farm for his team just from like his mere threat. So they're going to need to kill with him to slow him. They need to kill him to slow him down here.
Might be him who's looking for a kill instead. Boogie being chopped, smoked up together with Oliver. They do take that that rune, which has been spotted out by the wards. HellRaisers should know that something's going on. Takes the bamboo flying and see what's going on. Boogie, well, he gets lassoed before can get hooked, so he might just straight up die unless he can go for defensive hook. But now so many creeps around. Just throws out the cock. So this attempt, all it served was for 9 to actually get the tower. That arrow almost landing on the real Phantom Lancer. Could have been disastrous. Might still be here. DNZ in this, but Sentry's being dropped down. He'll figure it out, but oh, will he? Range group attacking him, he really should. Now Oliver making an appearance, gets a chains. Winter Wyvern cannot even get the heal off. Not that it would have mattered really with this magic burst coming through. So great kill there, and Kaiser, he's kind of still in catch-up mode, isn't he? About 1,000 gold away from the highest farming hero on the map. He's going for this Desolator. Halfway there. Still has another small ancient stack on the other side.
I'm not sure how much it matters getting tons of farm on this Templar Assassin right now. As far as getting the Desolator, that might be a little bit of a mistake. If they manage to, they have a lot of heroes that can catch out this TA and take her down really quickly. Going straight Deso, obviously a really good build, does tons of damage, but it's a very dead visage. I don't feel like it's right this game. I think she should build like one more item before going for the Desolator. She's just not going to be able to survive the advantage this Ember Spirit already has on her. Just anything for a little bit more survivability. Force Staff, if she goes that, her team just doesn't have enough damage. Again, it looks like on paper, it looks even right now, but HellRaisers is in a very bad spot as far as the direction of this game is going.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The hook shot lands on Temple Assassin. Boogie with a pushback here into the loving arms of Ember Spirit, just bursting him down with his curse too late to save his buddy, and even Earthshaker dying in the backline. DNZ with a double stun into a double starfall. They get Bambo, they will get the Winter Wyvern. 4 heroes down just like that for Penta. Yeah.
Who needs HP? Or yeah, who needs HP and armor if you kill the enemies?
HP, we all
they
know
touch
HP
you.
is the crutch of our players. Exactly. So.
That is my exact outlook on Dota. That's how I play.
Okay, he's still gonna... Yeah, he caught somebody. That's what you meant. Debated is what they call it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. He queued up the Radiance. I was waiting for that. I was actually watching his hero.
Well, we called it. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
There's some help from Bambo and Sentry. Yeah. There it is. 9 ready to reveal himself. The arrow will hit on an illusion, not ideals, and as a result, we'll call it quits. DNZ left to die. Oh, mid lane. Gonna set up here for this Ember Spirit. Follow from Milan, not quite on... Oh, never mind. Oh shit, the enchant totem. Did he ever run it up? I'm not... No, he didn't, so he wasn't gonna get out of there.
There's nothing that guy can do. It's the plus side to having the Desolator on the PA before anything else. Kill them just so quickly, but at the same time you also die very fast. If Ember Spirit was slightly more careful with his positioning and didn't die there, they'd be in a much better spot. There's also the fact that right now Penta has the advantage overall, or they had a bit more advantage before that Ember died. If they chose to build items on Ember that let them continue to fight and whatnot, rather than trying to save up for Radiance and build that and press on their advantage, I think they'd be better overall. But Oliver is doing Oliver things.
It was a lot of hate.
Dire's top tower is
Understandable, seeing how the Winter Wyvern just causing his death. Boogie now, the hook shot. Doesn't even care about the Templar Assassin, going straight for Milan with the rest of his team. That'll be an easy swipe down. Oliver with the double kill now. And top lane was still being pressured. The RMN tanking some tower shots so you can get that extra bit of damage into the T2.
Gold given.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like some available for the instant lockdowns. Yeah, it should be the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of one thing that's missing. Like when I saw 9 earlier standing here between these two traps, and Bambo was flying over. I was like so ready to start yelling about, oh, I got caught by lasso, but then, oh no, He can't. He doesn't have the blink dagger just yet. Even with the slows, the leap doing a good job counteracting that.
Let the healer
Meanwhile, this Templar assassin managed to catch back up after that Ember kill. They didn't, like I said, press the advantage they had quite well enough. Got the blink dagger right after Nexus cleans their BKB. If Templar assassin gets her BKB, that entire Radiant team is in trouble.
Yep.
They just lose so many of their answers to deal with.
Yeah, they definitely want to defend. Don't think Penta want to take this. Maybe not. They smoke out Bambo. He's gonna get gone on. 9 with the follow-up arrow right on top of the card. TNT. Now gonna dispatch of that hero Milan. A lot of damage done with the Echo Slam. Just trying to keep them controlled, but now with that Shadow to obfuscate their lineup. They will find easier target Winter Wyvern. Well, Milan released into the trees. Yeah, Penta come out the better end just with that quick swipe down, quick swat down, I should say, in the Batroid.
Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Phantom Lancer right now.
What?
Oh, sorry about interrupting you there.
Yeah, I was just gonna transition to that because we haven't talked about Phantom Lancer for a little bit. So Neff, what are your thoughts on this build? Like, what are your thoughts on his progression in general? Is he the hero that they need going forward with the kind of armor he's getting?
Yes and no. He's not really left with many other options, just given that how everybody is playing, other than to go that Aghanim Scepter to split push the lanes as quick as possible and pressure the enemies. They force the Ember back to deal with him. He needs to get his Diffusal Blade as quick as possible to be able to fight, but even with his Diffusal Blade, there's too much AoE damage and control coming out from Penta at this point with the just everything the Ember Spirit does. By then, Ember Spirit's gonna have his Radiance as well. Phantom Lancer is gonna get crushed even with Aghanim's Diffusal Blade. He's gonna get killed before he can like attack anybody. So he needs one more item after that. He gets that item, his next item after Diffusal Blade, and TA finishes her BKB. I can see Penta losing this game. So it depends on how the game goes until then.
Oliver TPing onto the familiars. It's so hilarious after DNZ set that up.
Radiant's top
It really
tower
is.
is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to Spirit Lance damage is very weird.
Yeah,
Dire's
that's
bottom
that's
tower
one thing.
is
Like
under attack.
I do always also take the stats instead of the cooldown reduction because 50% of 7 seconds on the Spirit Lance is not a whole lot anyway, so it's not a noticeable difference in my eyes. Yeah, but it's a second. Yeah, Doppelganger would be the reason, but what items would you buy on the Phantom Lancer? Yeah. I don't know. I just rather have the extra stats just to buff myself up, as well as no reasons. For me, it's really hard to justify, but yeah, it's an objective kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's off.
All of those are items that don't really have an active ability.
Yeah, baby.
Yay. The Mental Star would be the Mental Star Doppelganger, so if you're really going heavy into that for me, it's then definitely go for it. Outside of that, more stats. It's always nice to have. But we're going off on a tangent a little bit. We can probably discuss the Marrows of Phantom Lancer some other time. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dust comes out, will connect on to Boogies, who's gonna have to try and play around a little bit. Does have the 4 stuff to work with, and now DNZ in the back throws down the right click onto Kaiser with the reflection, so that was a bit of a waste. And now reveal himself down here. Boogie will be tracked down in the meantime. Oh, Willy surviving, gets to the shrine. DNZ also in a Milan chasing him, so might not be enough to bring him down. PENTA just dodging that all out.
Really?
Or are they? DNZ still running out of sentry range? Question mark. Oh my god! He's still alive! Now he can throw the stun. Oliver comes through. Stun not even needed, but now that is Clockwork finally. Ends up falling to that ultimate. But hey, BKB down. The lasso though onto 9. This was the turnaround play. That was the jump that they were hoping for earlier. The big kill with the lasso. Now looking for more. The Field Blade. Doing some work. Armin. Seems to be a bit of a tanky of the Great Fusion Scope early on, but ultimately way too much. Double kill for 32. Sentinel showing up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Never refuse good.
Alright, thoughts you guys?
Yeah. Surprising amount of damage here just with the familiars. I think they had the full charges on. So they did the majority of the damage to the Clockwork.
Yeah, so what I was talking about at the start is Winter Wyvern being a very good hero against Visage for that reason, among others. One of the really big things that's coming up right now is the heart on the Phantom Lancer. I was telling you guys earlier about him picking up the Aghanim Scepter to split push the waves. Alright, he has that. Diffusal Blade lets him sort of do damage and take fights, stop the enemies from using their spells once it burns their mana, but didn't have enough HP. Once he gets his heart, I really think the game's just over. HellRaisers will win. It was a really bad move to go for Radiance this game on the Ember Spirit, and that might have been the game-losing factor here. Just because
Weren't you the one who argued earlier the merits of the Radiance, or was it DFB? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Death and good are linked.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DNZ called for the dust here after Sentry's bottom mounts, and it'll be a dead Nyx eventually. Let's get the Spike Cappers off, a stun, but no help on the way. They're gonna... Oh, what they did?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
not good. Very much not good.
Nope.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, they're really committing up top. Clockwork. When that shot comes out, the dust immediately, but the TPs from Boogie and the Familiars helping with the drop dance, just preventing any sort of counterplay. Let's see, Echo Slam down. The Familiars cannot be resummoned, so they'll get at least one of them, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
So... Oh man, don't do it! He's dead. Ouch. The ward will be taken care of immediately as well. Another 100 gold from a different source. So HellRaisers, what's what's stopping them? Or what can Penta do to stop them going forward here? With this momentum that they're building?
Probably build a time machine and get a more immediate damage item on the Ember Spirits. There's something that does damage over time.
Don't.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that would have been another thing that would have been very good against the enemy team here.
I guess Mirana has Mjolnir, so worst comes to worst, you can throw that on him. But
Radiant's middle tower.
now ran not again. That was the Fuse Blade TA as well. Yeah. They're going down. The high ground siege. Yeah. Oh, nice spike carapace there from DNZ, showing us how he's a counter to Batroid. A good hookshot as well. They're almost enough to burn him down, but heals for now. J4 keeping him alive, but not against this extra new Boogie. In the middle of that 4-star back, no shrine available, so he'll still be brought down. And the tower also falls. DNZ needs to do more. Does have stun available. You want to go on Kaiser. He does have the Aegis. They will be able to trigger it. Then Wyvern ultimate just slowing them down, but no damage. Not enough damage this time around. In the middle, mine as well. The Echo Slam though onto 2 heroes. Follow-up is there from Kaiser. Pops the BKB now. Swats down these 2 heroes. Buyback now from the Mirana. Absolutely necessary if they want to hold their racks, but it might not be enough. Oliver gets both of the cores here together with mine. As the racks falls, and they will also find Milan. It was 9 who got the double kill, unfortunately, so that they don't quite get enough money off of that with a hefty buyback gold penalty. But they do hold the range racks at the very least. They get a few kills. How bad was this still for Penta?
That fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, going with the Wyvern, the Shrine's forced out. Forced off away from it, actually. It's hilarious. But just trying to be annoying, just trying to make use of the fact that the big damage dealer is still on the side for another 10 seconds. They'll get their own tier 3. And also get their own racks. That's not the question. I don't think they can stick around for that long. Oliver maybe he can with the defensive remnant. Oh, that is Milan coming in. DNZ kind of misses like Carapace for the time being. Still can roll out the stun. Boogie with the lockdown in. The cards. Batrider, very, very low, will drop down. The heals on the Winter Wyvern just tanking up a bit of damage, but not enough. Armen dies to the illusions from the Phantom Lancer. Now they're looking for more mine. With the Mjolnir on top of him. Oh. He gets another kill before he dies. As Oliver left him for dead, but that was better than I thought they could manage, honestly. 9 dies back after a while, but at the very least, now you get that that extra long death time out of the way.
Sort of. I think HellRaisers is going to get something else out of this, whether it be racks or farm, something like that. Major issue with the fight that happened before at mid is they decided not to wait for the heart on the Phantom Lancer and instead just decide to push in as quickly as they could, and they overcommitted just a little bit. And then that led to what we just saw at top. Your thoughts?
Oliver's still standing.
Radiant's top shrine has
Get
fallen.
the
Death and gold are linked.
I'll pitch Armen here. Just gonna have to let him go. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
He's
attack.
their invis.
Radiant's
The
structures
gen carry
are
at this point.
fortified.
I even know Bad Water's in the back. Stun off. Now he's kind of caught in a really rough spot. Doesn't fight Carapace. BKB now on Kaiser. The hook should come in, trying to kite him around a little bit and isolate him, but he just blinks across into the side after getting that kill. The arrow will land on the Winter Wyvern. This should be dead, and it is. Will not Shadow to try and cover the retreat. There's plenty of sentries around.
It's a smart move by HellRaisers over here just to get back after experiencing that. Before all these fights, or during all these fights, they don't have anybody to really sit in the front. Somebody has to tank the initiation, or else fights aren't going to go in their favor. Looks like that's Winter Wyvern, but on the downside, Winter Wyvern just isn't getting raised curse off. You can't save people and do Winter Wyvern things. So it's they're able to hold on, but Roshan just came back up and they're moving towards the pit right now, so they get this for free.
Dire are scanning.
Never refuse gold given.
Bambo leading the charge. It was. There's a 4-staff. What do you think about this Hex, by the way, that the Clockwork has picked up?
The Hex, extremely good against TA. If you manage to get a hook shot off on TA and then Hex him, your team is in a really good position as far as being able to whale away the enemies. TA is a massive damage dealer on her team. It just depends whether or not she gets her BKB off and is able to start hitting people when the Earthshaker initiates. If you can stop her and disable her during that Earthshaker initiation when the enemies are stunned and not able to get away from her, then you might even be able to win a team fight, but that is very hopeful when conditioned for a fight.
Yep.
Double damage empowers me.
9 actually, a decent amount of damage he's dealing. About 300, give or take. And what decent tactics too, because they're getting on it. Plus 50 damage down, so good on the tier actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they figure out the Roshan's going on towards them bombs. Right onto the second bamboo, so it's yet another instant D-ward. Aegis and Cheese now in the hands of HellRaisers. Meanwhile down bottom. 33 already made the way back, and our man. We should die here.
This is where Penta loses the game.
Oh, is it? Well, getting some help here. Our man was trying to bait out a little bit. HellRaisers not really taking it, but they still lose the Winter Wyvern. Milan sitting in the side just being bursted down so fast. Shrine, they can take it here because the top T3 is down.
Dire's top shrine is
Neff, do you want to revise your statement?
Yes. I thought they'd catch the enemies out there and just turn around on them and kill them. That was a very bold play, seeing as when they went into that, the Marana did not have buyback. So Marana died there. They're fighting into like an Aegis and Cheese team. They get caught out by something like that, they lose. It's a very, very bold play to make, but I guess they made it work, so Neff was wrong.
Get the tower, they get the shrine. Still another one to take down in the secret shop. Maybe they can swing by there. This game's far from over.
Do it with flair. The prize is mine. And it's off.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you put a Divine on the Ember. You know, there's always hope.
We're gonna go again, 9. Oh no, he's not looking! He could have easily gotten the BKB off, but now he is dead. He does have buyback back. Buyback, back.
I
Bye.
mean, it doesn't matter if he gets the BKB off, it's a lasso, dude.
I can, yeah. Oh, he could have leapt as well, maybe.
It's, just BKB goes on cooldown in that situation.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Hopeful.
Reaction dies on the way back. It's very annoying too. Nothing on it. Kaiser now. The creeps in mid, disabling back the region. Gonna look for the tower, but good control. Good action, but DNZ, well, Milan working on him, but well, he gets it off. Spike Kerber's doing quite some work too. Another chains, but now BKB on 33. Gonna get that kill eventually, maybe. There it is, but he had to commit in quite deep. But buyback from Mirana, force that another time. Kaiser. Comes up on low, but he does have that Aegis. It doesn't particularly care. They get the tower. There's some more. Oliver in the middle of that now. Does have... I'm not sure if he has a remnant available to get out, but for now, well, he's dying to win this curse here. Echo Slam actually being dodged by the W. They get Milan again, and now looking for 33. He's quite tanky. He's doppelgangering out. And, well, he's still alive. Oliver Thing's pretty damn strong this game, as it turns out. They get PA, and they might even get Phantom Lancer. The 33 is so freaking low. He just has one more doppelganger, but 9. Well, that last hit will be dodged, but not the second one. Great turn of events for Penta. They lose the tower, but they gain so much more.
Yeah, one thing that went on in that fight is Clockwork was looking out for a hookshot and trying to disable the Blink Dagger from the Earthshaker, stop him from going in, stunning the enemy team, things like that. Earthshaker chose to use his Blink to dodge the Clockwork hookshot there, but he's your cheese holder and he wasn't really contributing to that fight. He was more so just getting pushed back by the Clockwork, so I'd either say that was a misplay by him or very well played by the Clockwork to be able to stop the Earthshaker from getting in there and stunning out your team. It's probably won them the team fight.
Yeah. Well, it's forced out the buyback just now on Phantom Lancer, so now it's... that part is also equalized with 9s using the buyback earlier. Where did they go from here? Do they just try and control the map? Wait for the next Roche? Or is that too long a time frame for HellRaisers 3's double control?
Both teams.
Evidently. That Shadow coming in, they get the hacks, but where's the follow-up? There it is, the hook shot. Kaiser kind of being locked down by the Winter Wyvern a little bit. BKB's galore is 9, fights up against 33. Instant buyback actually from the Winter Wyvern. Does his ultimate throw out whenever 9 out of BKB time now. So 33 will be able to run it down unless they get some help. There it is from Oliver, trying to turn things. Bit of a burst. They lose their hero. Oliver's gonna have to do some heavy work. Now that Winter Wyvern ultimate. Slowing things down a little bit. The heals coming through once again on this Templar Assassin, but is that just a setup for Penta? It looks like it is. They get that kill. Now the Cogs kind of locking all of them in with the Milan. The Bat Rider Lasso. What the hell's going on? Oliver's just burning down everybody. 33 eats the cheese. Not even putting up to full health because, well, he's super tanky. But DNZ will finally fall, so it's a 1 versus 1. Oliver kind of out of mana though. I'm not sure how much he can man fight up against us. He chooses not to try and find out. What the hell is going on in this game, guys? Yeah.
The flames rush forth.
Yep. Good find the hook shots after the fact. Winter Wyvern also with the cold embraces. Like, talk to me about that. Well, is that the couple times you used it? Was it already? Was the situation dire enough for it to warrant it, or could they have done perhaps more if Templar Assassin was allowed to actually do something more? well, what she was golden based instead. Yeah. Oh, Milan. Not sure what he was doing up there. But Penta got the kill. And saying, oh yeah, gonna be there. Oh, gonna take it. Thank you very much.
Just a boy doing his best.
Russia. Blinking and force stuffing and casting spells.
Shadows take
Yeah,
us.
If they catch Bambo, would be great because he's still holding on to the
Dire's
gem.
bottom
from
shrine is under attack.
Now they get the shrine to establish control. Roshan actually very short respawn time. Back in 10
Dire's
seconds.
bottom shrine has fallen.
So, maybe if they use the rocket players to check it, they could swipe into that.
This game is pretty interesting because both teams have had certain things where they could have met win conditions happen, but they decided to fight with the enemies and they're just a little bit short of it a couple times.
Rune of haste.
So I might be wrong though.
Are scanning.
Trickster's rune of illusion.
BKB, lasso jump in onto 9. It's a great target to bring down here. Down to half health. Akosam committed everything, but now there's all of those coming in. Boogie also, next one dropping low. 2 for 1 trade so far. Now, well, 33. Just keeps going. Armen, next one on the list. Buyback from Boogie. Buyback from Milan. I want to end this now, by the looks of it. They're going to keep Ember Spirit locked down for a little bit with the Winter Strokes, if nothing else. Now the ball controls ever Milan as he brought back. Does get a W off. Takes quite a while, but well, can he get out of this sticky situation? He did. He TP'd. What? What?
Oh my.
Incredible.
That
was still a great fight for HellRaisers though, even without that kill. Getting a 9 out of the picture. Spending a buyback on Milan, but that is acceptable at this point if they can break some more of this high ground down. Like from the NZ, they need us lockdown 100%. And BKB for another 15 seconds on the 3 Kaisers still available for 5 and 5 second duration. And we able to get these 2 racks now.
Are under attack.
Nice dodge there now, DNZ. He bought back, might actually be in trouble. Good force stuff back, but 33. Well, to BKB, he wants to get this kill, wants to bring it down. That's good. Some time for Oliver though. Double kill in the back. The lasso just a little bit too late to save his buddy. Now Boogie tracking down the Earthshaker. Should be able to finish off that kill. Oliver out of the base. Needs to find another target. 33. Oh, is he gonna buy TP? Yeah, he is. He's just walking back. And no one's bothering. There
Oh, no.
TP from the Ember Split. He should be able to get it, should he? Yes, the roots! 33! Went for the place, and now he's actually inside the fountain. Oh my god, guys! They got the Rex, but at what cost? Yeah. This burst was just crazy.
I mean, when Oliver was at his weakest point, when he was just after he went his Veil, he went Radiance. The enemies didn't take him down, nothing capitalize on that. After that, he got his 10 armor talent. He has Shiva's guard, and then he had Veil armor. So the amount of like
Dire's bottom tower
physical
is under
damage reduction that the TA does isn't significant enough to
Good
take
shot all the way in the back on the Earthshaker. Who's invis with the Shadow Amulet? What? How'd they figure that out? I'll send you one, okay. I don't know, that's a great catch because he also doesn't have buyback. Him and the Phantom Lancer, they know exactly that none of them are able to come back. And then, without the Earthshaker, without the Phantom Lancer, where's the control? Where's the sustain? Gonna try to find DNZ, almost bring him back to the fountain. Kaiser will be able to finish him off as he comes back, but that's a big he's down. They're still losing 2 full sets of racks, 3 full sets of racks, because top lane also went down earlier. This is mega creep, so Penta, now they're gonna get some more kills. The Wood is cursed onto Clockwork, not gonna be enough to kill him, and BKB on 9 means that he'll be able to right click through it regardless. Oliver, just to beat him off, he'll find the damage, he'll find the help from Boogie. Another 2 kills, Batrider comes back, they will have 33. So Penta, respecting that somewhat. They're walking back now. Even if they lose Armenia though, it's gonna be an uphill battle for HellRaisers for sure.
Absolutely.
Bambo. Let's think about it. Does have the Lasso coming off cooldown, but Penta retreating as one unit. They're ready to turn things around. If HellRaisers will extend. One more death could mean the end of this game and the end of the series. Out. Oh, the hook shot will actually connect onto the creeps. Quite the right target, but the hacks has to keep him away. Boogie being a bit cheeky here.
I don't know. It looks like they really want to pressure the enemies here, stop them from leaving their base, being able to take back control of the map, but they weren't quite able to do it as all the enemies came back to life. So right now, Pierre, your Penta, okay, we have mega creeps, we have a huge advantage now. You guys don't have 5x. We're gonna take Roshan, we're gonna maybe get a couple other items we need, and then we're gonna securely win the series.
Bambo.
I'll snub you out.
Milan recovers the gem at the very least because Ember Spirit didn't want to swap out an item for it. How did it get to this point? Was it this death on the Phantom Lancer, like going towards the pound trying to TP out?
There was that, there was not quite having the heart and trying to fight into the enemy base. Before that, there was the Ember Spirit choosing to go for the Radiance instead of more immediate burst for the enemies. Just a bunch of small things back and forth can really affect.
Oliver leading the charge now.
Dota 2's a hard game.
They're moving themselves. They get some extra control. The hook shot on the back, preventing them with the Wyvern from doing things for now. They burst him down. Down for the count. 9 now. The Manpride up against 33. Can focus on the Nyx Assassin instead. But this BKB, it's going to time out now. Another stun available after Doppelganger. Didn't quite reach. Oh, good Echo Slam actually on 4 heroes. They can turn this around. Kaiser right-clicking away at Boogie, but not able to really finish him off quickly at the very least. Now, well, 4 heroes remaining. Bring him down. He beats a G to the G, indeed. What a